Hi everyone, my name is Lysanthia. I am the editor of Pain Talks on Medium, and I'm also the person that writes all the tweets for Talking Pain on Twitter. So I'm a physical therapist by profession. I'm from Australia. I am committed to trying to bring as much good, healthy pain information to people in their own homes, and that's why I started writing and collecting other people's stories so that we could crowdsource some empathy for people that have pain. So it's been a very interesting journey, and I thank everyone that's participated in writing those stories down so far. So this week we're going to launch our tweet chat series, and we are talking about pain and your brain and the concepts of danger and safety. And now these are not my own concepts. These are from an amazing group of researchers that are based in Australia and spread throughout the world. They're called the Neuro Orthopedic Institute, or NOI group, headed up by Lorimer Moseley and David Butler. And these guys have been absolutely pivotal in changing how we talk about pain, how we understand pain. And I really think it's important that we bring these ideas to people in their own homes to understand that some of the narrative and the stories we have about pain, that pain is because there's something damaged, pain is because there's something wrong, is not necessarily true. And this is borne out by the science and some of the clinical trials that have been done by the NOI group and other researchers on this information. So what I've suggested for our tweet chat is that we individually, if you prepare for the tweet chat, find out what some of the danger and safety signals for you in your pain experience are. So I realized as I was putting that together that it's a bit abstract. It's probably something that seems a little bit different from what you've thought about with pain, and maybe you haven't gone through a process like that before. It's something I use with my clients in the clinic every day, but I thought I would walk through this kind of hypothetical and use the diagram over there to my left to help you understand how you might approach this yourself. So if we look at the diagram, DIMS and SIMS stands for danger in me and safety in me. So things that are danger in me, or DIMS, are the things that give your brain good evidence to say that you are at risk, that your body is unsafe, that your environment is a threat to you. So they're the things that your brain will construct a pain experience because of. So when we think about creating a pain experience, what we're explaining there is that pain is created by your brain. So pain is not always an accurate reflection of the state of the health of the tissue, but it simply says that your brain is worried about you. Your brain is protecting you. Your brain is doing a really good job of making sure that you stay safe in your environment. But the problem that we have in pain management is very often that brain is inaccurate. It is overprotective. It is learnt to only play one song, and that song is pain. So that's why it's important that we try to understand what are the things that create danger, give your brain the idea of danger, and what are the things that give your brain an idea of safety. And that's why we talk about these little acronyms, DIMS and SIMS, danger in me, safety in me. So I'm going to be really quick, and we're just going to whiz through this so that you can go ahead and grab yourself some post-it notes and come back to this looking at the various categories, and just do a quick audit of your pain experience so far, of your life, how your life is, of things that you think are relevant, and things that you might be able to increase some of your safety signals, and what are the ways that you might be able to get around some of the danger signals. So quickly running through things, you can use a category of things you can hear, see, smell, taste, touch. They're things that are sensory input. So things that you hear might be that your scan is all clear, which makes you feel a bit more safe. There might be a touch input of gentle massage. But on a danger side, looking at an X-ray could give your brain an idea that that is dangerous, or the sound of the dentist drill may be a threat to your brain. So the DIMS and SIMS show us that pain is the ultimate personalized medicine. And we will see some examples later on down this list of where pain, where a signal can live in both sides of the category depending on your past experience. But so we don't keep you too long, and you can go ahead and prepare for our tweet chat, is number 2, things that you do. So you might just take pills and you might stay at home, and they're things that make your brain think you're in more danger. But things like gentle exercise, learning about your pain, in this hypothetical example, can be some things that increase your brain's perception of safety. So before we move on, one thing to know is that we can never have too many safety signals. Go mad on things that make you feel good, things that increase your brain's perception that all is well in your environment. Your danger signals will have some certain thresholds that once you start to get closer to your pain threshold, even very small things can tip you over into a flare-up. And I hope that many of you would understand that that's probably a pretty common feeling that you have about your pain. Is that sometimes it doesn't take much to set your pain off, and it's always good to work back and think what else has been happening that might be in that DIMS category, to know if your brain is getting to a point of being protective. So back to our list. When you've got your post-it notes out and preparing for the tweet chat, you can look at things that you say. So things that you say out loud about your pain, things that you think and believe. So they might sound similar to the things that you say, or they might be things that you keep to yourself. But this is something that maybe takes a bit of deeper reflection to see what do you really feel about this pain, and how do we challenge it. You can look at the places that you go. You might have a consistent pattern of pain related to your own experiences. And this is one example where an example like a hospital could be danger for some people if you've had a bad experience in the hospital, or it could be safety for another if that is a place that makes you feel safe and cared for. You can also look at people in your life, so the interactions that you have, the meaning that other people add to your pain and to your health. So supportive friends that understand you. They don't necessarily have to help you, but they are there to exercise some empathy. Some health professionals that you trust and that are able to create more safety for you are very useful. On the other side of things would be health professionals that give you advice that is outdated, or that because of their own workplace are not able to meet you in an empathetic way. That could be something that adds more danger to your pain experience. And finally, we have things that are happening in your body. So things like feeling maybe depressed or anxious could be a danger signal. Your brain says that your environment is not supporting you, whereas a happy and optimistic outlook on life is a supportive place and a safe place for you. So DIMS and SIMS, within their categories, sort of, the categories intersect and act together, and we are complicated and complex creatures. So this is a nice way of, in a practical sense, being able to start to tease out some patterns around your pain, and not just physical things about loading or about mechanical sensitization of your body, but the things related to thoughts and beliefs about where your life is at, about what pain means to you, about whether there is a potential for change, and there is always a potential for change. These are the things that I think we'll enjoy talking about in our tweet chat. So tweet chat. We were doing our first tweet chat on Thursday, 21st of July, so this coming Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So between now and then, hopefully you can use this information to get your post-it notes out and make yourself some notes about your DIMS and your SIMS. We'll chat about them. We'll share them between each other. The kind folks at the NOI group, of whom this information comes from, have offered us 10 free apps. So they have an app called the Protectometer, which is on the iPad store at the moment. It's only for iPad presently, but I'm sure they will be putting it on to iOS and onto other devices as we give them feedback about design. So that's what we've hoped. We can give away 10 of these, that you can give them some feedback and give them some reviews on the App Store. So I will see you on Thursday, and we will talk about pain in your brain. Okay, until then, bye!